Hello, and welcome to When the Sun Sets East, Episode 4, brought to you by the Music Arc and the Arc of E Network. My name is Noah.
And my name is Gavin.
And we're the Blanchard brothers, back again, still talking about why, in case you were wondering.
We're getting close. We're almost there.
Yeah, dragging Gavin along to the finish line. Yep. It is in sight. Just 2 more albums, technically. We do have to finish talking about this one. And then we just got one more. That's all you're committed to.
Yes.
And I'll let you go after that.
Okay.
Now, if the audience demands, Gavin's got to come back, finale episode. You got to make him listen to Oakland Azul Asylum. You got to make him listen to Jaime's Basement, Cloud Dead, etc., etc., Mumps, etc. What?
Oh, smooth transition. How close are those to this?
In terms of sound?
Sound, style, vibe, feel, groove.
I honestly feel like you probably would dig a little bit more on the Jaime's Basement and the Cloud Dead stuff.
Probably.
Based on your other listening habits. I feel like you'd dig on it. Maybe a little bit more so than the albums we've gotten to thus far, but somebody told me off mic in a text, Mumps is the dopest thing they've put out, or at least that you've listened to thus far.
Yeah, so because I haven't listened to it. And
so
I'll even play.
You're saying from the top,
now.
This is your favorite.
Yeah, man.
You want to put that on the table.
I do.
Okay.
Let me see where
I think, we finally did it, people. So this has been
Episode's
When the
over.
Sun Sets East. We don't have to do Moline, and it's over because Gavin's now a fan.
Yeah, we were talking shop about what we were going to record, and I said also Mumps is the dopest shit they've put out. Anyone tries to tell me otherwise, I'll fucking fight them.
Yes, I forgot the second part of that quote, but that was part of it. Yeah, so as you may know, pretty divisive album. I've already said I love all of them, so it goes without saying on this one, but this is kind of considered the most divisive within the fan base.
Really?
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying is like the fact that this is the one that you're like, it's my shit. This is the best one so far.
That's why I asked.
I'm like, we won. Like, it's over. Like,
Yeah.
I accomplished my mission. But you really need to hear Moline.
I do. I mean, I want to, but like.
I'm reserving all of my talk for that one for the episode. I cannot wait. Sorry for bringing it up again.
No, that's fine. That's why I wanted to know if this was like the earlier stuff, because I feel like this one, I would say, I'm trying to figure out, and what I want to do at the end of this is you tell me what you would be the quintessential. I mean, we already said alopecia might be the quintessential one, but like, what one do you throw somebody to be like, this is what they are, like the best of what they can be, kind of thing? Because like I hear all these tracks and it's just nothing but just sick verses and just dope rhymes, and I'm like, where has this been? I mean, it's been there in bits and pieces. But we talked about how Eskimo Snow and Alopecia were recorded together through dark times. So is this the dick on the table, I'm going to do whatever I want moment? Like, you know what? I got a dope flow. I can do this. So fuck you, pay me. Here I am. Here's my beats. Here's my band. We're kicking the doors in and we're going to do something completely different than you've heard before, but it's still going to be originally us. And I mean, we got to get to the track by track soon because I want to talk about that first track.
We totally will, because we rambled way too long in the last episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully people did not mind that, but I did include in the show notes, if in case you missed it, I said just skip to like minute 25, where we kind of start talking about the album, or skip to minute 30 when we really like start doing the track by track.
Minute 30.
And as we're recording this, Gavin has not listened to it yet because it's not up for public consumption. It drops later this evening from when we're recording this. We're actually kind of ahead of schedule, which also means that you have not heard Untethered Layers episode of Mumps, etc., which we're about to talk about. So I'll kind of steer us accordingly. One thing I did want to ask you, you gave a great description, your thoughts already. But before we get to the track by track, it sounds like what you're responding to in this one specifically is the lyrics, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas the first 3, you're definitely like the musicality, if you will, is what carried you through. That's where your interest kind of lied.
Yeah, the musicology of it all is what got me.
Totally. I feel like that corner was kind of turning a little bit more with Eskimo Snow, where you came in with like, I dug this lyric, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You were more focused on that. So I don't know how you felt, but I feel like just from a production standpoint and just a focus of the album, the music is very much, I think, not muted, but it's a little bit more in the back seat, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
And his vocal is pushed forward, and the lyrics are definitely, that's what's on display. That's where the focus is. And this has some of like the best lines in all of Y's discography.
Definitely.
And just some of the most impressive and fun writing. That's something you will hear on Untethered Layers a lot. This is a fun album. And I kind of feel like that's what you're responding to, hopefully. So I guess you want to just dive in?
Yeah, well,
no
okay.
more rambling.
I'm trying to make you understand what I'm talking about here. So basically, when I'm listening to all these albums and I'm going through and through, and I've got this theme of kind of like, there's obviously something that happened, all this different stuff. But, the first thing that I feel is, I don't want to, this is really hard to like, I don't want to like compare and contrast and whatnot. But if you listen to Hard Promises, the first song on that album from Tom Petty is The Waiting, and it, Baby Don't It Feel Like Heaven Right Now, doesn't feel like, it's like kind of like a, wow, we just had this huge success and we're on to this. I don't want to say it's like an inverse of that, but it's almost like this is kicking in the door and like, hey, I know that like I've had this stuff going on, maybe some marginal success, maybe a huge success, maybe critical acclaim, whatever it is. But like, this is here. This is great, And so just the first, just kicking it in with that and just having nothing but those just, again, those sick ass lyrics, dude. I mean, I've listened to, some people listen to hip hop for the music. Some people listen to hip hop for the diss tracks or the flow, people's bars, how they can spit, whatever you want to call it. The type of hip hop that I've always been interested in has been more latent with a lyricist that can give me something I can't get anywhere else. That's why, like, I can't really talk to my hip hop friends because they're like, who you into? I'm like, Kid Cudi. That's it. And they're like, oh, okay. And they just kind of write me off, and that's fine. But I really like Kid Cudi. So
okay.
I'm only mentioning it because that album, that joint album with Kanye just dropped, and it is batshit insane. You should listen to it.
I have.
What do you think?
I listened to all of them as they came out week by week.
Oh, you didn't listen? Oh, okay.
I thought the whole project was very underwhelming.
Really?
We can talk more about it on our
It's
year-end wrap.
crazy, dude. It was great. I love that shit.
For me, at least the first time through, the Nas one is the one I like responded to the most. But even that, apparently by everybody else's standards, it's like, no, he sucks now. This is trash. And I was like, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it again compared to Ye and or Ye. How are we pronouncing it? It's Ye because it's Kanye.
Well, that's right? The line in this first one where you get, well, I see Ye, and I'm like, is he talking about God or is he talking about Kanye when he died? What?
Okay. Do you see what you did?
What?
You were like, dude, can't wait. Let's get in the track by track. Now we're sitting here fucking talking about Kanye
you were
West.
the one who wanted this to be like one of those, like you're trying to copy all these other podcasts where you're like, oh, this. I was going to bring in another, like, what you've been listening to.
The only podcast I referenced where I was like, let's, we can do a music corner is literally Lost in the Folds, the show that Mayfield did with Max prior to this.
Oh, I thought you wanted this to be like the comedy one you like.
Oh, I would love for this to be.
But we're not funny,
Are you
right?
What?
We're not funny.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I'm funny at all.
I've never gotten a comment or anything on any of the posts, and it's definitely not in the reviews that like, oh, these guys are hilarious.
I think you're funny.
Well,
you make me
appreciate
laugh
that.
all the time.
I mean, you make me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you get a real real knee slapper.
That's what I'm trying. Every episode, I'm trying to make you laugh.
I know
That's
that.
all.
I know that. And a lot of me just like, I'm not going to go down that road. You don't want to go down that road.
Down there is a pet cemetery.
Sometimes that is better. Sorry, people. We're really excited for it to be Arctober in a couple months. Stay tuned for a lot of stuff over on the movie arc. Let's move right along. Seriously, we're not turning this into another hour and 40 minutes affair that I have to cut down. That's right. We did an hour and 40 minutes on Eskimo Snow. But you, as you can see, you only heard like an hour and 10, hour and 15.
Oh, you really trimmed the fat off that one, didn't you?
Yes, I did, sir. Yes, I did.
Oh man,
I did save the original file though. Maybe if somebody really, really wants to hear it.
Yeah,
there's one person out there for sure.
It's mom.
Are you ready? Or is it track by track time?
Yeah, let's do track by track.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just put headphones.
Get this.
Synchronize your watches.
Going. Okay, headphones are in. And
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
we are jumping into track 1, Jonathan's Hope.
When I got better from the mumps, yes, my swollen nut and neck shrunk, but though subtle, I can smell distinctly. Some sick and swollen stink still to this day stays with me. Inert to some dumb tart from Illinois in a shirt that says I heart Michigan boys, but it's oi, still steel as a goy's gut. Oh, so concealed in the crease, but slow pitching like a Vatican priest to be pope. What? Dope. So every morning wake up with hope, and at night fall asleep at the end of your rope. Alone, pretending to cope. As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck.
Okay, lay it on me.
I mean, come on, man.
Is this your favorite opener as
No,
well?
it's not. I mean, it's not my favorite opener. I still definitely love like I've only listened to. I don't know
Val's Part 2.
What's the other one?
Crush Bones.
And then what's this? Eskimo Snows.
Eskimo Snows These Hands. My favorite. My personal favorite opener.
Oh God, we have to play me all the openers before I make a decision on that.
Let's
one.
do that right now.
Yeah,
Actually, okay. We'll save that for a finale episode.
Yeah,
Again,
definitely.
people, you got to demand it because Gavin's only contractually obligated. And by contractually, I mean nothing. I mean
means
literally
every
nothing. There's
episode
no
you pull-
contract.
you
If there
pull-
was, he would have eaten it by now.
Every episode you pull a round out of the 6-shooter that you have, so I have more chances of getting away.
That's
if
right.
I'm right.
Theoretically, the metaphorical gun that's being held to your head, yes, it would be a 6-shooter. So, yeah, maybe you're committed to 6.
Yeah.
Unless you want to tell me that episode 0 was 6. I say Gavin comes back for a finale after we're all said and done. Again, people start yelling at him now because we still got to record Mohlin, and we can just roll right into a finale. But yeah,
I think it works because I told you the other day that I was telling somebody, "Oh yeah, I'm back here recording," and they're like, "Oh, you're back again?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I did it all for the fans, or I do it all for the fans.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the most pretentious thing
Gavin
I've ever
drives
said.
like 2 hours down here, sometimes in the pouring rain, just to record in the room. Because recording a music podcast not in the same room can be rather difficult.
It's probably really easy. We just don't know how.
Yeah.
We're not super producers.
Amateurs.
We're not Nate Hussey, who is a brilliant.
Yes. Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate. Yeah.
So, love you, bud. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks
Appreciate
a
it.
lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sounds great. Okay. Any other thoughts on Jonathan's Hope, man?
No, again.
Do you know who Jonathan is?
Is he talking about Jonathan Demme?
What? No.
Oh, no? Okay.
I can definitely say that it's not about Jonathan Demme.
Okay.
You want to take another guess?
Jonathan.
This is a fun
Jonathan
game.
Frakes.
From Star Trek?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
Okay, you got one more. Who is the Jonathan of which the song refers, or the title refers?
Jonathan Snow.
Okay.
Not Jon Snow. It's not Jonathan
Three
Snow?
strikes, you're out.
Okay.
It's Jonathan Avram Wolf. It's Yoni. Yoni's name is Jonathan. I don't know if you know that. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
There you go. Okay. So it's his hope.
Oh.
You know. And I love the
What a
refrain.
clever little
I feel like it's
disguise.
kind of a statement of purpose.
You didn't even play to the best part for me here in the room where the song switches over.
Oh, the back half?
Yeah, dude, that transition is dope as hell.
Definitely do that. Okay.
Yeah.
It might not last more than a week, and if this my final trip it be, Lord take me quick, let me see ye, and please heed the needs of my family. As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck. With mangled fingers I play it and say it plain in my octaves. With all that I've got, for all that I'll not have. And cursing back to the Big Bang in slang they sang.
Yeah, like that's that,
yeah.
dude. That's
Oh, if I gotta be honest with you, like in the room listening to it again, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's my favorite opener, dude. I don't know. If I'm being completely honest. Because, yeah, dude, that changeover at the very end.
You don't, and it's so seamless. You don't even realize it's happening because of the lyrics, and you're like, "Oh shit, what are we doing?"
Those octaves, dude.
I had to check and make sure it wasn't a new song. I was like, "Did they just? Nope, same song. Holy shit! Maybe it took 3 albums to get to that. Like, you're not just I mean,
I feel like there's a lot of like kind of three part songs or like multi-structure. Not even just 3, sometimes like 5 different songs like smashed together, it feels like sometimes.
But it's
in
just
the
this
earlier
one, for me,
albums,
for some reason, feels so just in your face. Maybe it's because it's the first track, but it's like...
Well, I feel like it's very much a statement of purpose of like, I'm going to throw all of this at you. This is my current headspace. This is where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I've dealt with all of this shit. I'm going to keep going, basically. And I'm going to spit some fucking awesome lyrics at you.
Spit hot fire.
Yes. So we do immediately just so gracefully transition into Strawberries. So let's do that right now.
Strawberries on your birthday, surely. The shit I said to hotel managers haunts me. Pallbearers of the first string ready, discreetly gather in the second floor hallway, and I am not okay, boys. No, I am not okay. No, I am not okay, boys.
I want to pause right now to say, like, we're having so much fun listening to them in the room. This is like the hardest thing in the world. We're going to end up listening to the whole thing together.
It could be like 30
because
minutes.
like sometimes I have like specific sections where I'm just like, I'm going to start it from here. This is what I'm going to play for him in the room. Or I'm just like, I'll cut it off after the first verse. But there's so much that just like chains into, I'm like, but this part's coming up. Oh, but this part's coming up. I'm going to let it play. Like, this is going to be a long one because we're going to sit here and listen to the whole thing. In the back half, I can definitely cut down a little bit.
Yeah,
but
you can, but like,
how I can't miss the third verse of Strawberries. Like,
yeah.
I think maybe, I don't know. And it's also like we can't play the whole fucking song in the episode. I mean, he's nice, but he can't be that nice.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He's that nice, the record label. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
unless it's like his own record label, then I'm like...
I guess technically some of this is on Anticon, some of it's not. So like some of it's... I don't know how all that works. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, so Strawberry.
Your mom, she sits while her hair is in curlers, smokes weed and listens to that Garrison Keillor. That's how I live when I quit my rap career. Let her laughter pass the rafters and go out into the atmosphere.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Absolutely love the production of it. This was an early favorite. They mentioned on Untethered Layers. It stands out as a single, of course, and probably the most like outright accessible off of this entire album. And it's catchy as fuck. I adore Strawberries. It's always gonna be in my like top 10 overall, like forever. Anyways, your thoughts, but it's your turn to talk.
Okay. No, I mean, it's like the midway transition with that piano or keyboard, whatever, coming in that kind of follows it. Like, yeah, that runs through basically the rest of it.
Totally not doing it justice. Apologies.
No, not at all. But still, it's dope. I mean, it's one of those.
I hope everybody enjoyed my who's from the last episode.
Yeah, it was beautiful too.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I
you did laugh in the
room.
room.
Yeah.
You're a good audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm digging it. I'm still on the ride.
All right, let's continue the ride. Waterlines.
The crucible's proof and fire fused. Poof with the liar's views under my skirt up. Dude, you wanna peruse the tattoos you heard word of? Any excuse I can use to move my shirt off. Girls used to fawn over my locks to kill. Now the curls are gone and I'm on minoxidil. I'm in decline, but women like be jocking still. Cause I rhyme with skill and talk so chill and youthful. Bird dog in the mating yard to be truthful. Quake 89 trading cards with me too. So 3 white felt gloves are crucial. Yes, the one left, one right, one neutral. Do you all, when you find yourselves on stage running for fame wanting? Do you all, when you find yourselves well known, you learn you're wrongly more alone?
Yeah, that bit probably had my favorite line.
Which is?
Girls used to fawn over my locks to kill. Now all the girls are gone and I'm on minoxidil.
Do you know what minoxidil is?
It's a hair growth supplement.
For
So-
a show. There you go.
You know, and then because I heard that I was like, what am I not? I know what that is. Like I'm listening to the call, like shit, I know what that. Oh, I get it. Maybe that's it. Maybe this one, because it's so like thrown in your face and dope. I actually understand.
Gavin didn't
the
feel
lyrics
dumb
a bit
for
more.
once.
I
That's
don't
why.
feel
Are you
dumb.
calling this we're not calling this Why for Dummies.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
Because I don't think that's true at all.
No.
Given the fact that, like, for some of their fan base, even they're like, I don't know about some of this. Not in, like,
Well,
a
see,
shitty way, just
that's
like,
the thing.
I don't know if this is for me.
I'm
you know?
that dude. I don't know about all this from the last 3 albums because I'm like, music sounds good. Kid knows what he's doing. I don't know about it, but I'm into it. And then this one, I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking
Brothers
sick as
still
hell.
got that 6-shooter, so.
You gotta sit here and listen to this one. And then I had a surprise when I was listening, riding down the road. I was like, I know some of these words. to quote Ed from Good Burger.
We've had pretty much a 90s reference every episode. Also an option, Yoni, if you don't want to talk Airborne, do you like Good Burger? You know, there's an option. Okay.
Does Good Burger take place in Cincinnati?
I don't
though?
know, but we should look up all the movies that do and then see if he will do any of them.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
The Cincinnati Kid? Is that a movie?
We'll save it for next episode.
Yeah.
You know, we'll pitch like a bunch.
Yeah.
Because it's not the grand finale, but the finale for the moment.
The semifinals.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to let you take a break for a little bit and we can go record some other stuff. But
Okay.
we will be back for finale post Mochlin. Okay. Anyways, where are we at? Okay.
I just
lines,
discovered I knew what stuff was.
Yes. I know some of these words. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how all of that happened. Okay. 13 on high, sir.
I've seen my shadow make the grass not grow, in a strange approximation of my sorrow. So I know I'm framed in pain to see. But here the maid does come before I show, and after I go. And she has not seen me. No, she has not seen me. 'Cause I am obliterated. Get close and be frustrated. Why am obliterated by the end of the night? Whoa, the end of the night. Whoa, the end of the night. Whoa, the end of the night.
Now, why can I see, like, a bar full of people in Sumter, South Carolina that just can listen to that and just hear the hook and be like, oh yeah, oh I like this. I'm obliterated, you know, by the end of the night. God damn. And just completely ignore everything else in it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, I could
could
see that. I've pictured this more as like a changeover song in a movie where like someone maybe's off the wagon and they're, you know, they're not they eat too much cake or smoke too many cigarettes or bets the house on the ponies.
Solid
Fade to
Mulaney.
black.
Okay, moving forward.
Executive producer Dick
just moving forward.
No, I feel like it has the music itself has that like a, it's pushing for. I'm picturing like someone just walking and like you're seeing all of this like, oh, they're getting trashed, like a montage of somebody getting trashed, and like by the end of the night they're obliterated. I feel like it worked perfect in The Hangover had they not used "You Spin My Head Right Round" with Flo Rida and Kesha and all that.
I could see that montage also maybe going well with the next track, White English.
Oh yeah, dude. This is the one. I think this is my favorite off this album.
Is maybe just the nicest groove on the whole.
Tongue gone dumb from disuse at some numb young sea scums post. Bottle after bottle after bottle out, sent cold, filled to the cork with uncrackable code. So good through the years and nights went that its alphabet was even forgotten. Me, I'm head vessel for a fleet of tears out on my old man's bones parole. Under sail only for a hole to hell to fill with handfuls and handfuls of lucerne dust, or plug up level really with anything other than us, and then to toss a dusty rug over. In translation,
All right, man. White English thoughts. This is...
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to read the lyrics at the end of the song. No, yeah, that was perfect. Like you're talking montage, but like, yeah, that is just that, like, that's someone gets out of a car and we follow them with a single shot, like a Baby Driver, but not like, you know what I mean? Like it's like you open whatever door, you're on their feet, you pan up, you see them, and they're just smooth walking down the street, and you got that just dope bass line and like nasty just horn coming in. It's just, yeah. I mean, lyrics are dope, but this is the one where if they just want to check out for a minute and just have that going as like an interlude kind of thing, roll into the next, I'd totally be okay with that too.
Okay. Yeah, well, one of the standouts for me, we've already hit like 4 of my favorite like Y tracks of all time.
Yeah.
Already. So we'll move right along into Danny.
I figure I'll be fine in time, Danny. I figure I'll be fine in time, Danny. But find always the devil's lined up, waiting to leap inside my mind, Danny, to seep inside my mind. See the secrets and lies and the creases round my eyes. Still I'm betting on time to redefine my life. But this is not a lottery. No, this is not a lottery.
All right, so yeah, Danny's a good bridge track. I totally enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's, to me, it is the setup for...
Who's Danny?
I'm not sure. I'm
Oh.
not sure. They're not quite sure on Untethered Layers either about a handful of these references. So
Isn't it funny how many songs are about Danny or Daniel?
is there a lot?
There's a bunch. There's like Danny
Name
Boy.
them.
There's Danny. This one, Danny Boy. There's Daniel by Bad for Lashes. There's also Daniel by Elton John. Danny in the Sky with Diamonds.
I'm pretty sure you made that one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had others in my head, but I lost them and you started laughing.
That's a good bit of Danny's.
Yeah.
I bet there's some other names that are more popular. Right in the Archive with your answer to When the Sun Sets East.
Is it Daniel row your boat ashore?
What? Okay. Just, yeah. Okay. Totally messed that up. Okay. Are you ready, Gavin?
Let's
are
get
you ready
this
to
is-
review
this is
some
probably- this was
recent
my
facts? And you just talked over it. God damn it. What were you saying?
Go ahead.
What were you saying?
Am I ready, Gavin? Yes, Gavin's ready. Keep talking.
I said, are you ready to review some recent facts?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's do so.
I'm going to take notes.
His hooves in dirt pound and eat up ground. He cannot remain bound when the trumpets sound. Let's let's review some recent facts. I make decent cash, I'm a minor star, and we can't last if she don't drive a hybrid car. I scribble vapid raps on your flyer backs. The word is I purchased a refurbished Mac G4. Pull up to critical mass in a gas guzzling Ford, just to ask you when next your rock outfit performs. Before you tell me the facts, I'm down the road yelling back. Please post it on the Whole Foods bulletin board. I'd earn a lick of respect and slum hard for sure, but I threw out my lumbar picking up checks. I'm so numb, Lord, yes, despite how I'm blessed. I'm destined to end up a slumlord depressed. Come by poorly dressed, your address on the first. Hum something under my breath that half resembles some words, and like a bird in a suit cut for a brutish bear, back out of there bowing like a Jew in prayer. I'll never shirk this first world curse. A steady hurt.
Yeah, that verse is the dopest shit.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have the unenviable task of like having to decide which verse to use.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Which one?
I
the
would
very
say go
last
verse
one?
4.
Huh?
Verse 4.
The first four? Good call.
Verse 4.
Oh, excuse me, I thought you said the first four.
No, sorry. Verse 4. You can't play the whole song. I mean, what do you do?
No, I can't play the whole
Unless
song.
you just
can
fade
go listen to
fade in
I mean,
and out.
that's my thought process with most of the cues I use, where it's like sometimes I know a fan is listening, like myself, and it's like I'll cut out right before like something I know that I would be sitting there going like, oh come on, because it's just gonna make you want to re-listen to all of these albums again. That's the idea. So yeah, but I think verse 4 definitely the way to go.
Do you kneel and squint your eyes and cup your hands against the window, just to see who rides, to get a glimpse inside the limo? Have some self-respect and exercise some tact, while I supply the info that you lack. One must pay the frat fee to enjoy the fat-free snack. Strippers, roofies, and six-packs, and groupies with big breasts, sending out mass texts, asking who's next to get his lance waxed in the wickedest sex act. Step back from the stretch Mac and mind the gap. With all due respect, sir, there's a limited cap. You'll need a ticket to kick it in the back of this rented, tinted out black Cadillac. But I can tell by your polo slacks, of bagels and blank stare, you're good for the total package and game to be back there. But who am I to judge a man's heart by his yacht wear? And it scares me to death, yes, that I'm starting.
Holy shit, this song, dude.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I haven't like raved about it, but this is the ultimate of something that I haven't talked with him off mic or on mic at all. But whenever Dawood brings up like, yeah, like if I can nail a certain one when I'm singing along, like it's gonna be a good day, that sort of feeling. Like, dude, I totally feel you on all of that. And Sod in the Seed, that is the song for me. The one that I was first like, I have got to like learn this and like know every single word and like just have it down perfectly. And as soon as I felt like I like hit it the first time, I was like, oh my God, I feel so awesome. In my car by myself.
I thought I was cool when I could like do maybe like a 20 seconds of like a Gym Class Heroes or Cobra Starship. So, you know, I'm not even gonna attempt this because I know I'm gonna fail because it's dope as shit. Like I listened to it 3 times, but reading it as I'm hearing it, I'm like, holy shit, man! Like how is it? You know, it's batshit insane. But if you're gonna use one, use the 4th verse and play it all the way through, because that last line is probably the best one in the song. Just my personal opinion.
Excuse me, that's editor, mixer, masterer, Mr. Nathan Hussey texting me saying, does episode 3 sound good? So the episode you heard last week, it's like we're traveling through time, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's asking me to check the audio quality on the episode that I'm about to upload in like an hour. And yeah, so that's why I was off mic. Were you talking about anything cool? Did I miss anything?
No.
You could have been saying literally anything and I wouldn't have heard it.
I gave them your social, your date of birth, and your address. It's fine.
Okay, it's all good.
Yep.
Cool. So where are we? All right, we need to get back on track.
We're dealing with the sod right now.
Sod in the Seed, amazing. Okay, I could ramble on about it for like 20 more minutes, but nobody wants to hear that.
I would love it if Weird Al covered it, but called it Zod and Seed and did like a whole Superman thing with that. Sorry, the jokes are not flowing tonight, dude. It's Tuesday.
Hey, you're doing all right.
I'm trying to keep it together.
Keep KIT.
Keep it
together. That is technically a 2000s reference. So let's Maybe
That's probably shot 99.
Sure. Shout out Bowfinger.
Yeah.
Great movie. Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Oh, one last thing I will say, Gavin. You have to go watch the video for Sod in the Seed. Okay. You got to do that. Like maybe right after we finish recording this episode, I'll make you watch it.
Okay.
The dance moves are so cool.
Oh God,
They're so cool.
You should have played that. Like you should have played that for me. Let me watch the video as I'm re-listening to it. That would have been dope.
Well,
moments pass, but
hey,
the next time we do this.
God damn it! That was a great idea. I'm sorry I shit all over it. Maybe Gavin. Maybe it's time that we make some distance between us.
You wanted an effigy of me so true it bleeded. Each hair a filament a glass formed while heated. Assumed you'd see bright blooms and fruit trees with the rude things we did. What your new scene needed, so that's what we did. What was unclean was played and sung, then framed and hung till lame and numb, and then repeated. Cause that's when the fame will come and the game is won and your name is rung in every ear like a secret. I gotta keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there to listen to this nonsense. Keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there.
And I think maybe one of the strongest like choruses on the entire album.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the most like traditional song structure, but not in a bad way at all. And it's still, I mean, it's them. It's still very different. But you know,
I can dig it.
Yeah. Any particular thoughts on Distance, or shall we move into?
I think we should move on because I'm still like, it's one of those where you have a song like the one before it, you're like, it's almost like a joke that doesn't land. A joke it lands and you miss the next joke right behind it, because like I like it, but I was too busy. Like, do I know? Because I always fight myself of I should rewind it and go back and listen to it. And I'm like, no, you need to do just a solid listen through. Like, you don't need to break it up. Don't try and go back and listen again. Just keep rolling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that
pay
spirit,
better attention next time.
In that spirit, how many times have you been through this
3
one?
times.
We haven't asked you that yet. 3
3
or
times.
2? Okay. All right.
Since Sunday.
You were feeling thirsty for some why?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stop with the terrible pun transitions. It's just lazy.
Don't do it for me. It's just lazy writing.
Yeah.
Hidden down in a pile of smoke of old movie posters. G4 motherboards with 90s porn in their cache and barber's trash. Mixed in with the light floating paper ash, and rest is only just some more smoke rising. No fleeting omen for your eyes, only waiting. No ancient mystic spirits writhing, or translucent sage ghosts calmly speaking truths. No, you will always thirst like that. Yeah, you will thirst like that. Always. You will always thirst like that. Yeah, you will thirst like that. Always.
That female vocal is so soulful, dude.
Oh yeah,
I love it. And did this one hit you if you were going the whole cresting waves of the album, as you say? Did this one spike back up there?
Yeah, no, I was just like, oh, okay, here we go. I can dig it. No, but you're talking about the vocals are just
a lot of depth to the reactions tonight.
No,
Really.
I mean, like, I just listen. I'm trying to. It's like what I should do, maybe for the next album. I've got a GoPro. I'll just videotape myself
listening
with the
to
reactions,
dude. We can post that as a
and just turn
piece.
it all. Like I'll do my best to pretend it's not there. I'll get a good angle so I don't look so fat, and just get like my gut reactions to these, because I'm trying, as I'm listening to them again, I'm trying to recall what went through my head the first time, because I've told you before, I don't like sit and listen. I got to ride with it. It's got to be something I can drive around with, and it's hard to through the Bluetooth be like, Siri, make this note or whatever, because I gotta stop the song and I can't write it down because I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could write around with me and I could just be like, take this down. You could just write my notes for me.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
I can take dictation.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh God.
But no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make it work.
Okay. Wait, it's just one more album. I would do that for Moline. It's the shortest one.
Okay. Was it like 28 minutes?
No, it's like 31, 32.
Wow.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. That's another thing
a
too.
little bit longer. Okay. I don't know. That's a subject for next episode.
Okay.
Let's not get lost.
It is.
I just want to know, you vaguely know the track list, I imagine.
Yeah, no. I don't know the names.
Are we going to hit another one that tops anything we've gotten to thus far?
I got to hear.
Because we're well past the midpoint of the album.
I got to hear it again.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on to Kevin's Cancer.
There are no indisputable histories of Christmas. Playing possum in a P.O. box with the key I'll receive in good time. Or vague, indefinite afterlife scenarios on loop laying true, unnoticed, deep in the rustiest back silos of my mind. No, I know with no uncertainty that I'm uncertain and I don't know. I know with no uncertainty. Kevin's Cancer said.
This one, I had to look it up to remind myself, but the female vocal in this one reminds me so much of... Do you remember Malcolm McLaren's cover of About Her? Or, I don't know if it's a remix of what exactly it is, but it was for the Kill Bill Volume 2 soundtrack. It's like the sequence where she's leaving her daughter's bedroom and everything.
Yeah.
And it's... About Her is, I believe, a Zombies song, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember the original version. Well, no one told me about her.
Yeah.
That was the original. But anyways, it's a way more slowed down version. But the vocal in the background, just like...
The woman's
voice?
voice?
It really, really reminds me of that. Yeah. I'd have to play it for you, but...
It reminds me of... Was it Symphony of Gold? It's a Ennio Morricone. It reminds me of one of the... Like the woman you hear, like the chorus maybe, or the woman you hear in... The Good, Bad, the
You feel me? I wanted to make sure I'm not crazy. And I'm going to drop that in for everybody so that maybe I don't sound as crazy. Again, I'm not sure who Kevin is. I don't know if it's a real life person or if Yoni's moved a little bit more into like essentially like fiction writing of just like dreaming up stories for people. I don't know. But any particular thoughts on this one?
I mean, I instantly thought of Fight Club.
Any bitter thoughts? Okay, I said I wasn't going to do it again. That was the very last one.
Is that oh, God. I'm looking at these track names like, he is saying the name of the next song that's coming.
I feel like
around.
I could have tried to do this for every other song, but there's like, I don't know. These are really easy to do it with.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mean I'm actually playing bitter thoughts. Genuinely, do you have any other thoughts about Kevin's Cancer?
Yeah, no. Again, with the lady, the high pitched, the in the background voice, it's dope.
I don't know why that's what I focused on.
No, I mean,
I think the whole track is awesome.
It cuts in, and it's almost like that's coming in after Kevin's Cancer said, like in every break we have. And it reminds me of like how the different riff and beat would come up in the Mariner's Revenge song whenever you're supposed to key in that it's what his mother told him. The women's voice come up and they're like, find him, tie him to. It's like, it reminds me of that. Like you're supposed to key in on the fact that we're at this break or this bridge in the song, and here comes this like smooth, this voice kind of comes up at different parts. You know what I mean? That's just what you know how my mind works. I hear one thing, I jump around, I think of different stuff. So
yeah, man. My brother said that.
Yeah.
I love you. Okay.
Fight Club and the Mariner's Revenge song. There you go.
Okay. So now we can talk bitter thoughts in just a moment. Should also mention to you, if you didn't notice, Gavin, this is the intro music for Wandering Wolf.
Yes, I did pick up on that.
Keep your producer guessing when you're in the booth confessing and say it was mostly fiction. If they ever come to get you, better bet your bottom dollar on the spirit, son and father, that I'll spit and shit and holler. Yeah, cause I'm my mother's daughter. Be warned, my temper burns like a ginger bloke pugilist. Unconcerned, I never learned to swing elbows or use my fists. Trying to live and let live and focus. Invest in problem markets, but killers on a road trip. His text says not with carcass.
From the backs of 10 flyers and pen, the guilt-racked liar pretends to confess.
So you got to hear it again too. Like you get the change up whenever the I guess you could call it the chorus, but the female's voice comes in.
Yes.
It's almost like this, like, you know.
And this one is very much like at odds with, and she's like commenting on the lines themselves as much.
Exactly.
And it has a different feel in it, in as much as like it could be its own other song, just like literally fused into it. But you could hear like her side of it essentially. And I'm terribly sorry I don't have the female vocalist's name in front of me at the moment, but
It's okay.
She's fantastic. She's fantastic.
Her name was on the CD, I'm sure.
Yes, which I don't own physically. Something I plan on writing when I see them live. I'm gonna buy them at the merch stand, so the money like goes in their hands.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Make sure you use cash too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring
None of the square
hundreds
bullshit.
of dollars.
None of
and
the square
I'm just
bullshit.
gonna
Don't
buy
do
them
it.
out. What's that?
None of that square bullshit. Cash only.
Sure thing.
Yeah. You think the waitress receives every tip you leave her on your card? Hell no. She has to claim that shit.
We'll talk about it another time.
Okay.
Okay. On restaurant stories.
No.
No, it's not a show.
It was just tips and tricks, man.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just call it paper hearts and words from the.
Dude, no.
I try.
You can't.
I can't.
You're not
do this.
allowed.
I don't even know the names.
You're not even allowed, man. But you're not even allowed, man. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look at you making executive decisions left and right.
God damn. Any standout lines from that one for you? Or are you just trying to move on to Paper Hearts?
No,
Are
I'm not
you a
trying to move on to
huge
it.
Michael Cera and Charlene Yee fan, and you thought this was like the theme song to it, and then you listened to it and you're like, actually, it's not. Does anybody even remember that movie? I guess is the better
was gonna
question.
say, was
I
that a
finally
movie?
made a reference that made Gavin It made Gavin give me the look that I give him quite often.
Yeah.
You never saw Paper Hearts?
That's the kid from Scott Pilgrim, right?
Yes, that kid.
Okay.
You know, Wally Brando from The Return. That kid. Oh my God. I just want to talk about Twin Peaks too, man. We got to resurrect Bay of Lunch. Everybody go listen to Bay of Lunch so Gavin is like, oh, people actually like this and we can make him do more of it.
Because you could just put me under contract.
He's
again.
only moved by the numbers, people.
Yeah.
There's no love in this game.
Ain't no
for
love
one
in the
brother.
playground.
What's that?
There's some Justin Vernon, Kanye West, The Weeknd, and I think Travis Scott song. But halfway through it, you just hear Justin Vernon come up and go, "Ain't no love in the playground."
Ain't no love in the playground.
It's just ridiculous. I have to play it for you. Like, if you haven't heard it,
Somewhere baby falls asleep, it's Blue Ivy. Parents are Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Is that something I missed, or are you just making that up off the top of your head?
You never saw Justin Timberlake as Justin Vernon on SNL at the baby shower christening of
that's
Blue
right.
Ivy?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's-
just remember.
They did Holocene, but it was Justin Timberlake doing Justin Vernon, and it was like, this will put your baby to sleep. Like, that was the whole
Oh,
joke.
okay.
But yeah, it was, somewhere baby falls asleep, it's Blue Ivy.
I just
His
know
parents are Beyonce and Jay-Z.
that and the. Oh man,
I'm going
that's
to cut one of those, so I'm not going to put that
that's-
in there twice.
oh,
People are
that's
going to
what
be
we
like,
should go
shut the
next."
fuck up.
yeah.
Okay.
We should do that as a limited run in like middle of November.
What?
Good
Well,
winter, and we just go through all three Bon Iver albums real quick. Not a lot of lyrics.
That would be... Yeah,
That'd be a
sure.
tough one,
It's just
wouldn't
us playing. We could literally play the albums like underneath us, just at a really low
Yeah.
decibel.
And then
and
the
just
fun
talk
game
over
people
all of
play,
them.
been like, hey,
And
yeah.
what you'll hear is me on the third one just going like, and this, not about it. Okay, this little 15-second section, this is pretty solid. And now back to nah. Had
I mean,
a
you
rough
got-
time with that third one. Maybe I need to reapproach
Oh,
it.
dude, the third one is so good.
Yeah.
I listen to that one the most on repeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm going to play you, like, we could be done with the episode, but we're going to leave the mics on when I play you this
So
song.
are you trying to stealth pitch me on a Bon Iver cast? And you don't want to do Smiths now? I can get out of doing the Smiths.
You don't
and we
have
can
to do the
Bon
Smiths.
Iver.
I just thought the title was funny. I'm not going to. You've already said the title on here, haven't you?
I mean, I've said the title. The title is listed on the page as coming soon, but it
So-
doesn't have to be.
Well,
It
tell
can
you
be
what.
canceled.
Tell you what.
I don't care. It's up to you,
You
man.
got to be smithing me.
Whatever your revenge is for this, it's your call.
Well, because see, here's the thing. You know Yoni Wolf through Instagram.
I
don't know Morrissey.
know him, but
And, like, I like this stuff.
he has. Wait, what?
I like what I'm hearing with Y right now. It's dope. And I don't really feel like I mean, even if like I wanted to, like, I can't make fun of a guy who's been sick, who's had the mumps, who's had, like, problems, like, who's let me into this intimate part of his life. I can't make fun of that. I can't shit on it. Like, that's terrible. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Right, so you want
But,
to
like,
get
I
some
could shit
distance
all-
from who we're discussing so that you can be
I want that cease and desist letter from Morrissey's representation. I want the first episode.
they're gonna
to
be
go
on
up.
it so quick.
Yeah.
But wait, we can do that if
Because I feel like that first episode comes out, he isn't fucking livid, and Johnny Marr's just like, you're goddamn right, these guys are fucking funny. Because, you met Johnny Marr,
yes, I did.
bitch.
I guess that's
Anyway,
enough. That's enough credibility to do it. I can say I shook Johnny Marr's hand. That's enough credibility to do a Smith.
Yeah,
sketch.
that's what you should.
Yes.
And I've been influenced by the words of Morrissey since I was 15.
Dude, that's our episode 0 right there. We just talked about that. And let's stop talking about other bands and let's finish this up.
Okay.
It's your favorite one, man. Let's get through the rest of it.
Okay, what is it?
Paper Hearts, god damn it.
Oh, I thought we were on As a Card.
That would be the final track.
Okay,
You would be mistaken.
I thought we just were able to skip over Paper.
Keep leafing through the glossary, sitting there puffing weed, telling me repeatedly all the things you wanna be. The thug's just a boy, wants my money in the bags. Is your love but a ploy like Bugs Bunny and drag? I leave my lungs open, exposed to the whole crew, while you sneak a bump and smoke cloves in the coat room. Itching like a local hoe, wishing like Pinocchio. The wind is at my back anew, but still I feel the lack of you. Oh, you were so heavy in my heart, boo, that soon no longer could my true heart hold you. And like the angular Etruscan tchotchke, my mom got me at the Met gift shop in 92. Tearing from the brown paper bag, I kept it in when it was new. After I left it overnight and it was wet with dew. It sounds blue and shitty, but of course, kid, like the little skinny bronze horse did, you fell through. You were like a buoy I put down in open ocean, but with no cross staff and no compass in my possession, and too far out for a lighthouse to provide discretion. How could I presume that you divine direction? Must have patience, accept no imitations, take no paper hearts and fucking hate carnations.
Gorgeous changeover right
Yes, perfect.
And of course I'm playing this off of Spotify currently, and I've got the album cover right in my face, and I'm hearing about the lighthouse and ocean references, and of course I'm like, look at the album cover, man.
Well, that's the whole reason.
What do you think of this album cover? Because you've been on record as Eskimo Snow being your favorite.
Well,
But
this album covers the whole reason I threw the Mariner's Revenge song in there, was because it's about being eaten by a whale,
Well,
I
that
see
was
this
some
and I'm
like
like,
deep
oh,
cut
man.
shit that I was not. I had no idea where you're going with it, so I just let it roll. But
Yeah.
good on you, dude.
I'm gonna bring it
man.
back, dude. I'm gonna Tarantino this thing right back where it needs to be.
Dude. Just wait till episode 6 when we Tarantino everything and we go back to the very beginning and talk about all the shit that you haven't heard yet, everything that predates Elephant Eyelash.
Oh wow.
That's the real Tarantino mindfuck right there.
Oh shit.
Okay. Any more thoughts on Paper Hearts? But I was going to ask you about the album cover.
Yeah.
Do you dig it? And do you know that that was like physically staged? That's not just like, it's not a photoshopped image or anything.
Really?
Yes. And apparently there is a video of the making of the album cover that we need to go watch. I was told this by Untethered Layers. Awesome episode, by the way, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I just saw it. I
that's
didn't
really
pay
somebody's
attention.
turn up.
Looking at it now, I didn't realize that was fucking Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's fucking
Like, holy shit.
I agree. It takes a minute because you're a little just like, oh, it's there in like tights and like maybe like trapeze maybe, but yeah, it's fucking Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's either one of the Flying Graysons or Pinocchio. I get it.
It's Dick Pinocchio.
Take Pinocchio.
Good old.
Well, does
Dick
that mean that like
Pinocchio.
everything
private
before
detective to the stars, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean everything else up until this album's been a lie?
What? Oh,
And this is the real them? Oh,
this
I
is the
fucking cracked it,
retribution,
dude. I
this
fucking
is them about to get
cracked
swallowed
it.
by the whale.
Yes. No, dude. Like the thing going in down the whale's mouth. That's why. See, it says right here next to the whale. Why?
Yeah.
So Pinocchio,
Is
big
yelling
old liar
why?
nose, is going down the whale, and this is the musings of that because this is who they are, and this is like, yeah, all that other shit where I was sad and I was letting you in, that's all bullshit, dude. Like, I'm over that shit. Damn, I'm so dope. And then like, boom, it's dropped. That's it. I solved it. We're done. We don't even listen to As a
Podcast
Card.
over.
Yep.
We're not even gonna listen to As a Card.
No, we're good.
I'm making an executive decision. We're gonna listen to As a
2
Card.
in 1 episode.
It's almost over.
Okay. Now see, this sounds like something from Pinocchio. Not this, but like it's like someone's playing with the marionette. Just pyum, 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 pyum.
I wanna open like the bay does to the ocean, with an equal portion of every emotion. Or soldier forward and be hard as a flat board, with the heart of an approaching asteroid. Let go and ride like a cat's toy in a dryer. Stay true to my matter like a brick in fire. Wrapped in my long years like a spool of wire, unspoiled by the foils of fame and desire. So I'll hold my own death as a card in the deck, to be played when there are no other cards left. Hold my own death as a card in the deck.
So we're back to Y's good old friend, death.
Yeah.
Yoni's favorite pieces of subject matter. But I really like where this one leaves you, much like Elephant Eyelash.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my own death as a card, not the card, but a card in the deck to be played when there are no other cards left. So that's like a suicide at this point, it seems, is now a last resort. An absolute 100% last resort. It's not something that's like plaguing your thought process necessarily. And just, I feel like in general, like a weight has just been lifted by the time you get through Eskimo Snow, and this album is just be able to be so much more just like free and out there and weird and different. And while I don't feel like there's like a straight line cohesive theme to be had, I feel like that's kind of the theme in and of itself, is it's like I am finally untethered, if you will, and here's what we're doing. Like it's everything. It's a bunch of different styles. It's like it can be hip hop, it can be indie, it can have orchestral elements, it can have weird ethereal vocals, it can have really pronounced production, it can have kind of underplayed production where the vocals, take the front seat. It's got so many different vibes on it, where to me it's as comparable to something like Alopecia, which I feel like manages to have a lot of different feels throughout it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't get it, because that's kind of a conclusion something that was revealed to me way after the fact.
Is that the impression that you get? Sorry, had to.
Yes, Gavin. In fact, the impression that I get was given to me way later. It's like I was already into this one as a whole. And granted, I probably cherry picked a little bit more off of this than maybe any other album, instead of like straight through listens.
Yeah.
But I like it for how it just kind of takes you all over the place throughout the course of it. But it wasn't until later that I heard like, oh no, a lot of people really don't dig that one. A lot of people like either just completely overlooked it or like actively like, talk shit about it. And I don't see it. But again, I don't know how much like perspective in general I have on their discography, because it's all like of a certain level to me, and I love it all. If I'm ranking where we're at so far, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, so I'm gonna go with a 4.5 sunsets out of 5.
4.5 sunsets out of 5.
That's where I'm at. But you love
Dude,
this one. If it's not a 5, I don't know
it is a
what
5,
is.
dude. Like I
And I feel you. The only reason I'm like, and I can't even give you a logical answer for why I'm even giving that caveat. So fuck it, dude. It's a 5. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, man. It's your show. That's the third executive decision you made tonight. Changing your vote.
So I guess at this point, Elephant Eyelash is the only one I've dinged. I think even that was a 4.5. Or maybe it was a 4.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the last one was.
I don't know. Again, being honest that like this one is the one that I listen to the least, front to back. Thus far, it maybe is just a notch below Alopecia and Eskimo Snow. But I still feel like it's a 5.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, this is definitely my favorite.
Unequivocally,
my favorite.
I'm so interested to see how you feel about Maureen. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it.
I need someone else to
Should
say.
I spoil it? I shouldn't spoil it.
Don't spoil it, dude.
Go ahead.
You
were going to say.
No, I mean, I got to hear somebody other than you and, what is that gentleman's name?
Dawood.
Yes.
And Rachel. It's
not
that hard. I know you've got Rachel's name down. Dawood is not that hard.
Dawood and Raquel?
Yes.
I have to hear what Dawood and Raquel.
Do Darach for one reason. Thank you. For one reason. One of my best friends in the world, Colin Tuhig, texted me while listening to that episode, and he said, dude, when Gavin does the Darach thing and you tell him to stop doing the voice, he said, I nearly pissed myself laughing. And I know a lot of other people probably don't have that reaction. It's only because they know us, but that pleased me to no end that Colin was just like, dude, that moment, that was the shit. I was like, that's the gold. Somebody likes our random bullshit.
That's perfect, dude. Because the thing I will always remember about Colin Tuhig is that you left him everything in the world he ever deserved or wanted for in high school. That was what you left him. And I could see the smile fade from his face because the last line of that was, which is absolutely nothing at all. And that makes me laugh every time.
Nobody understands what that is. I don't know if other schools do this, but there's a senior will.
Yeah.
Like when you're leaving.
Most schools do it. It's just most schools have like 5,000 kids in a grade.
Sure. But when we were leaving, we're about to graduate, we had a ceremony, and it was like you could leave things to like underclassmen. People were coming up behind you, and that's what I left him as a joke, was absolutely nothing. And I left another kid named Jacob Shipman, who I'll shout out in here. I left him tact because he needed some.
Yes.
He needed a lot of tact.
Desperately.
And that was a good one because like half the room got it, the other half was like, which is basically the look that was on his face.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they weren't in on the joke, so they didn't understand it at all, like why he needed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes me happy. Which I didn't even know I could keep saying Darich, because if I start doing that, I'm just gonna start going like off on tangents, and Nate's gonna have to cut it all out.
We'll find out if they like it. I guess that's the important question.
Yeah, won't you message
because
them and ask them?
I mean, Colin is one thing, but if they're like, hey, guys, can you not do the Darich thing? Can you not? We can definitely not.
Okay, we won't. I'm just gonna say it what I was trying to say before, so I can clarify. But I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah, we totally got sidetracked.
I need someone other than Darich and you to be telling me the name of the next album.
Okay.
Because I don't understand. You guys, I don't. What is the emphasis? Is it how it's spelled?
Mohllean. Yes. So it's open to a lot of interpretation.
But what if the H is silent?
But
like
we're
most
all
French
saying
words?
it wrong. Yoni has said it correctly like one time, and it's like, oh, I almost had it, and then I lost it again.
Okay, where does he say it correctly? Where can I find that?
It was one time on Instagram Live is all I've caught.
Oh, okay.
And he could have been fucking with us, dude. I don't know.
Never know. Maybe you can ask him. Can you just put up
that's
Instagram?
your number one goal for next episode. You gotta go with your own style of how you're gonna say it. Just start saying it your own way, dude.
Moline.
Good old Moline.
Moline, Texas. I don't know why I said
Moline.
Moline. Moline. Moline. I'm begging you to try to be better than this one.
I so thought you were just gonna like. I'm surprised you didn't get there sooner, dude.
I don't. Yeah. Shit. Why didn't I? I was too busy shutting it down with the.
Okay, we have rambled.
Yes.
I will find a cut point somewhere. But Gavin liked this one.
I love this one.
Loved this one. I'm so glad you're on board. I loved it too. It was great revisiting it with you. We practically listened to the whole album in the room. Not everybody's going to hear that at home. Hopefully this one is a little bit shorter than our previous episode. If you guys really hate the banter, we will try our best to cut down on it. If you just want us to focus on the band, we will try our absolute hardest for the finale, which I am so excited about, dude. Episode 5, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun one, at the very least for me, just to see what you make of this, because God, there's so many things I have to say.
Yeah. When you put the new one up later tonight, tomorrow, go ahead and ask that, because I don't want to record the next one if they hate the banter.
So, until next week, when we will be back with the last of the contractually obligated episodes from Mr. Gavin Blanchard, when we'll be discussing Mohlin. I have been Noah.
And I have been Gavin.
And we've been the Blanchard Brothers, and we'll see you when the sun sets east.
And I'll see you when the sun sets east. Don't forget me.